Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for the third day of April. That's Tuesday, the 3rd of April, which is going to be the 18th of Nissan. I'm in Brooklyn, New York here, and not my usual setting. But of course, our halachas have to go on for each and every day. I want to teach you about something that's coming up this Friday. We haven't talked about it in a while. It's the laws of Eruv Tavshilin. Some of you are experts on it, but some of you aren't. So here goes. This Friday, you're going to have Yom Tov, and for us outside of Israel, it's a 2-day Yom Tov, and it's for Friday and Shabbos. In Israel, interestingly, it's only going to be on Friday, but that Friday is directly attached to Shabbos. So both here in America, outside of Israel, or anywhere outside of Israel, and also in Israel, the same problem is going to happen, which is you're going to want to do some cooking on Friday afternoon for Shabbos, like setting up the cholent in any way that you might want to do it. So that's a problem because you're not allowed to cook on Yom Tov for Shabbos. So what do you do? Do we have to eat cold food this Shabbos? The answer is no. You are allowed to set up your cooking on Friday afternoon so that it could last right through Shabbos, but you have to do it in a technical way such that you're not preparing on Friday for Shabbos, on Yom Tov for Shabbos, which you're not allowed to do. So there we have the law of Eruv Tavshilin, which is kind of like a legal loophole which makes it permissible. According to the concept of Eruv Tavshilin, what you're doing is you're preparing your cooking on Thursday, okay, when it isn't Yom Tov yet. And on that Thursday, what you're doing is you're saying, this is my cooking for Shabbos. And you set aside two technical foods that are set aside for Shabbos. Commonly, it's something like a matzah and an egg or something like that. And those two items, your matzah and your egg, are your cooking for Shabbos done on Thursday. And then what you say to yourself is, I already prepared my Shabbos food on Thursday for Shabbos. Now, on Friday afternoon, I'm just going to touch it up a little. I'm just going to add some. So since what you're doing on Friday afternoon is you're adding to the main cooking, technically, which already happened before Yom Tov, that the rabbis considered okay. I'm just adding on to some cooking, my major cooking. I know it was only a matzah and an egg, but your main cooking was done on Thursday, let's say afternoon. On Friday, you're just adding to it, and that technically makes it permissible because it's just an add-on to the main technical cooking, which happened on Thursday. And then on Shabbos, you do eat that Eruv Tavshilin, because remember what you said was technically I did my cooking. It was a matzah and an egg, let's say, and I prepared them on Thursday afternoon for Shabbos. You eat them on Shabbos, and you add whatever it is that you need to add on Friday afternoon to the main cooking, which already happened on Thursday. That's basically, in simple terms, that's what an Eruv Tavshilin is. So all of us are supposed to arrange that this Thursday afternoon because we have Yom Tov attached to Shabbos. We do this whenever Yom Tov attaches itself onto Shabbos. It's often on a Wednesday afternoon when it's Thursday, Friday, 2 days of Yom Tov, then Shabbos. But this year it's going to come out to be on a Thursday afternoon because here outside of Israel and in Israel we're going to have a Yom Tov attached to Shabbos. Incidentally, as a sidebar, I just want to tell you about an interesting trivia fact that's going to happen. Because Yom Tov ends in Israel on Friday, so this coming Shabbos, they're going to lane the next Parsha, which is Shmini. Here in America or anywhere outside of Israel, we're not going to lane the next Parsha because we're going to be on the 8th day of Pesach. So what that's going to make happen is that Israel is actually going to be one Parsha ahead of everywhere else for a number of weeks until finally one of the double Parshas arrives and then it all gets straightened out. For people traveling from America to Israel, yeah, they're going to run into a problem that they will get to Israel and the Parsha that they want to hear has already been done. And what you can try to do is find some place in America on Shabbos afternoon where at Mincha, instead of just laning till Sheni, they lane that whole Parsha that you're going to miss in Israel, and you get to hear it while you're here in America, and then you travel to Israel, and you're back in step with Israel. It's one Parsha ahead. And that's something you could try to arrange. Certain big cities have that arranged for you. It's incredibly important to Bar Mitzvah boys Boy, if I could save one person from this problem, which sometimes happens, you prepare your bar mitzvah, you look at the calendar. I'm going to be in Israel in July, no, let's say in June, and I'm going to lean my parsha, and then you find out when you get there that they're not reading the same parsha that you prepared. Oh, yes, that has happened. So do check very carefully if you're traveling to Israel and it's your bar mitzvah that you got the right parsha prepared, because for a number of weeks now, we are not going to be reading the same parsha each Shabbos as they do in Israel. Hope that wasn't too confusing. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow on Wednesday and Thursday when we got to give you a couple of more laws for the end of Pesach. Have a good Moed. Bye-bye.